Secret number 8, distribution. So this is where you get in the game right here. Once you complete this part of the process, you're now in the same game as Drake, as Lil Wayne, as Lil Baby, or Gunna, or Gucci Man, or Beyonce, or Rihanna, anybody you could think of, right? It's the same game now. Once you hit these platforms, once you're on TuneCore or DistroKid and you're distributing your music to all of the platforms like Apple Music and Spotify and TIDAL, which is the same platforms as all those artists I just named, Drake, Diddy, Rihanna, J. Cole, anybody you can think of. You're in the same game. So you have the same opportunities that they have. Yeah, they may have a bigger team. Yeah, they may have a bigger fan base because they got a bigger team helping them put these things together. That's what the major label really gonna do, is they gonna help you put all this shit together that I'm teaching you. Yeah, this is like the beginning basic level of it, but this is the same exact system and format that the labels are gonna do for you, right? They just with more money and more connections. That's the only two differences. More money and more connections. But a lot of this stuff can be handled by you, and you could be generating over 6 figures a year doing this, if you do it right and you do it consistently. I ain't even gonna say it's gotta be hard work. You just gotta do it right and do it consistently. It's not hard to do. You make a song, you put it out. It's really simple. But you gotta be consistent and you gotta understand the framework. So that's what we're talking about. So once you are distributing your music, first you want to make sure that you make sure you own the licenses to the beats that you have. That means you're going into all the producers. Remember, you got all your files organized. You know which songs are gonna go on the album. You know, so now we're past the production stage and we're ready to put the album out. So we want to make sure that we own the license to the music. That way, whether we're buying the beats exclusively or we're leasing them, we need to own those licenses to the beats so that we can get paid for it. We cannot be considered as a serious artist if we can't put our music out because we don't want to buy the beats. And as a music producer for over 12 years, for over 11 to 12 years, whatever it is now, since 2008, I've found that artists are not willing to invest in something if they don't know how they're going to get their return from their investment. So why would I pay for beats if I got to do all the work, right? I'm the rapper. I got to go out and perform the song and I got to do everything, right? And the producer just sits back and expects me to pay him, right? Well, if you knew that, I know a lot of artists will say, hey, look, once I make it, then I'll pay you. And so you're kind of hoping that the producer will go off of faith that you'll do what you're supposed to do to make the song blow up so that everybody can get paid. And you're not even willing to put a down payment on that to say, hey, look, once it blow up, you're going to get something and I'm going to sign the paperwork and everything right now. We're going to 50-50 split it. You know what I'm saying? Those are the conversations you need to be having. You know what I'm saying? So like I say, whether that's non-exclusive, exclusive, unlimited license, you need to have some kind of rights to make a profit from your music. You want to, at best, own 100% of everything. Whether you're making the beats yourself, recording yourself, whatever, you own 100% of everything. But if not, you have to go out and do these collaborations with these other people to get where you need to be. And this can be your team. You could be building this. That don't mean you have to pay for it to get exclusive license. You could have somebody that just rocks with you. That doesn't mean you have to pay $1,500 for an exclusive license, but you should at least have the paperwork in order. So if the song takes off in 4 years, everything's in order. And, things may have changed in those 4 years. The producer may have blew up, and now the producer wants to charge you extra for the beat now. You know what I'm saying? So you want to make sure everything's in order. And like we talked about with the DSPs or the digital service providers, which is going to be TuneCore, DistroKid. It's also United Masters, CD Baby. There are a lot of them out there now. The one that I personally use is TuneCore, and I'll probably have I'll have a link for to get access to TuneCore, and also get a discount on your first release down below. We'll have that in the resources. But TuneCore, DistroKid, I think DistroKid is okay. They're good because their plan is you pay one time and you can release as much as you want. But I have heard things, which I'll leave it up to you to do your own research. But I personally use TuneCore.